Welcome to all. Uh, Today we are moving to the fourth module, that is heat transfer. So till now we have completed three modules. Today we are discussing about the fourth module, that is heat transfer. Now in the module number 3 and 2, it is application of bars as well as trusses as well as beams. All these are as a structural member. Now in the module number 4, that is a different application, that is with respect to the thermal. So like heat, that is called heat transfer. So as we know, FEM is a very versatile tool approach. It can be applicable to any type of field. Therefore, now in the first two modules we are applied to the mechanics or structural field. Now in this same FE approach we are going to apply to the thermal field in order to solve the thermal types of problem, like heat transfer types of problem. So this type heat transfer, which is there in your current semester separate subject, heat transfer, what is the same concept we are using here, but using those type of problem, like here the application of thermal energy, like heat transfer problems like fins as well as composite walls. Those type problems that is in module number 1 and 2. So those type problems we are going to solve here using a FE approach. So therefore the fundamental basics you require about the heat transfer in order to study this. So what is heat transfer, what are the types of heat transfer modes, and what are the governing equations we are going to use for 1D, 2D as well as 3D. All those things we are going to very much essential here. So in order to understand this model, so we are going to start this model now. Let's see first introduction. Heat transfer is in thermal energy is transmitted due to spatial temperature difference. Heat transfer is a thermal energy in a transit due to spatial temperature difference. Whenever there exists a temperature difference in a medium, heat transfer must occur. Heat occurs always from higher level to the lower level. That means that so as we know, as the name indicates, heat transfer, heat is going to be transferred from one point to the another point. Usually when that is going to be occurs when there is a temperature difference, like always heat transfer take place from higher level temperature to the lower level temperature, like how the water will flow. So when there is a difference in the level, high level to low level due to gravity, in the same way it is not due to gravity here, it is due to the molecular transfer. So when there is a temperature gradient occurs between the two exist point, then there is a heat going to be transferred. So more the temperature gradient, faster the heat transfer take place. So therefore that is called heat transfer. Heat transfer is thermal energy in transit due to spatial temperature difference. Now FE approach is used to solve the thermal problem, to find unknowns like temperature at each node, heat flux, heat rate, all those things, or what are the parameter will comes under, we are going to calculate in the same heat transfer problem in the heat transfer subject, like heat flux we are going to calculate as heat rate, as a temperature at different points. Same thing using FE approach we are going to solve those type of unknowns using this type of approach. So in order to begin with the FE approach, we should require some basics here also. So we'll take up that basics, equations of heat transfers, all those things. First, the main fundamental equation which is used in an entire heat transfer is based on the energy balance equation. So based on the conservation of energy. So as per the definition of conservation energy, how much energy inflow take place, this much outflow take place, negliging the losses. So therefore based on the conservation of energy, EIN plus EG is equal to E out plus EIE, where here we are used dot symbol. So the dot symbol notation signifies the with respect to the time frame. So with respect to time, how much energy is going to be transferred. So that is time rate. So where EIN is nothing but energy inflow to the system, and EG is nothing but energy generated inside the system. E out means energy, how much outflow from the system, as well as EIE nothing but change in internal energy of the system. So when the energies flow inside the system, and that is plus EG nothing but energy generated. Energy generated is nothing but energy is going to be any type of, like it may be a mechanical energy, it may be electrical energy, any type of energy which is going to be converted into form of thermal energy, that is called heat generated or energy generated inside the system. So that is also like a input. So how much energy is transferred into the system plus how much energy is converted inside, so that is also a like input. Therefore this is much equal to outflow. Outflow is how much energy is going out from the system, as well as there is a change in internal energy due to the energy transfer, and due to the energy generated there is an change in internal energy in the system. So therefore how much energy generated, thus much is going to be change in a outflow. How much inflow take place, thus much outflow equal to. So this quantity equal to this quantity. So this is called balance equation. So when these two are equal, then we can, it is under balance. This is called energy balance equation according to the conservation of energy. Next one is based on the rate of equation. Rate equation. So that is based on the mode of heat transfer. As you know that there are three modes, important types of energy take place. One is called conduction, convection, as well as radiation. Okay, let me see one by one. Conduction is a transfer of heat through material without any net motion of mass. So here there is no mass changes take place. So without any mass motion, there is an energy going to be take place, or heat transfer take place. So that is known as conduction. Due to the direct contact between the two surfaces, there is a conduction take place. Like one body, it is contact with another body, there is heat transfer take place. So here there is no mass transfer, there is an energy transfer take place between one body to another body. So therefore we need to find out what is the heat flow, rate of heat flow, Q. Q is nothing according to the Fourier's law equation, minus K into dou T by dou X. So what is it, dou T by dou X? It is nothing but temperature gradient along X direction. You can take example, here T1 is the highest temperature, T2 is the lowest temperature. So therefore energy take place from higher to lower, therefore along the X direction, Qx. So that Qx is minus K into delta T, where K is thermal conductivity. This is one of the property of the thermal energy. So how we are going to, for a structural problem, there we are going to use material property, like mainly Young's modulus, as well as in case of beam it is even moment of inertia. So same thing like in here, the thermal properties like thermal conductivity, specific heat, so all those things matters. So here this heat flow, it is depends upon the K. K is nothing but thermal conductivity of the material. So more the thermal conductivity, more the heat transfers. So Qx nothing, heat flux, it is measured in watts per meter square. Watts is a SI unit of Q, and per meter square means for every square meter of the square area of the system, how much heat flux going to be take place, or heat flow going to be take place. So here they use negative. So negative because heat transfer in the direction it is going to be decreased. So here more the heat transfer, as you pass to the next point here, so what happens, energy going to be dropped because T2 is lower here, therefore Qx going to be reduced. That's why it is a decrease in the energy along the direction of X, temperature. Next one is convection. So convection is a process by which thermal energy transfer take place between the solid as well as liquid or fluid. It is called not liquid, it is fluid surrounding it. So here energy transfer or heat energy transfer take place between solid to the fluid, that is called convection. It is called convection. Suppose there is a channel, there is a one body is there, and here water is there. So what happened, so when you are going to heat this body, so suppose you take a vessel, so this is when you are going to heat this surface temperature of the vessel, so energy going to be take place to the solid to the fluid as well as fluid to the surrounding. So it is vice versa, that is called convection. So this, how much energy take place due to this fluid and the surrounding fluid and as a solid, that is you are going to measure using this equation, that is Q is equal to H into Ts minus T infinity. Ts is nothing but temperature of the surface temperature of the solid body. T infinity is nothing but temperature of the surrounding medium, or we can say fluid temperature. And also it is this Q is directly proportional to the one more very important thermal property, that is called convection. So that is H. Convection is the heat transfer coefficient in the unit is SI unit is watt per meter square centigrade. So in conduction it is depends upon K property. Here it is depends upon H property. Next, third mode of heat transfer is radiation. So in radiation, heat transfer is process by which thermal energy is exchanged between the two surfaces in the absence of any mediums. Here there is no medium. It is without any medium, the energy going to be take place. So like it due to the electromagnetic waves, like where sun. So through the sun radiation, we will get the energy going to be transferred to the earth. So here the energy transferred to the sun in the form of due to the electromagnetic wave. There is no here direct medium. So through the help of electromagnetic wave, there is a heat transfer take place, that is known as radiation. Therefore, how much radiation of energies take place? To calculate that, it is called Stefan Boltzmann equation we are going to use, that is Q is equal to sigma into T to the power of 4 in watt, where sigma is known as Stefan Boltzmann constant. Stefan Boltzmann constant. It is in the order of value 5.69 into 10 raised to minus 8 watt per meter square K to the power of 4. That is fourth temperature. The T is equal to surface temperature in Kelvin. Or one more way we can find this heat flux with on the radiation mode, that is Q is equal to sigma into epsilon into A into T to the power of 4 minus T infinity power of 4, where sigma is again Stefan Boltzmann constant and epsilon is nothing but emissivity of the surface, and A is nothing but surface area of the body in meter square, and T4 is the absolute surface temperature and T infinity is the surrounding temperature. So using these two equations, we can find how much heat flux going to be take place or heat transfer take place based on the radiation mode. So this mode of transfer is one of the very basic concept, is very important. Now we are moving to the one more basics equations that is called differential equation for 1D as well as 3D. So same derivation is there in heat transfer. Here also sometime they will going to ask you in the exam differential equation of 1D heat conduction as well as 3D. So 1D nothing but along only one direction the heat transfer take place, either x, y, z. So usually along x direction we are going to consider. So for that they are consider on the cube here. Now heat transfer take place along the x direction. So this cube having a length of dx. So let's consider this qx as nothing but heat flux enter into the system, and qx plus dou qx by dou x into dx, it is nothing but heat flux leaving the system. And also there is a qg. So qg is nothing but qg into a times of dx is nothing but heat rate generated per unit volume. How much heat going to be generated every unit of the volume of the body. So here this q, they consider a cross section wall thickness per unit, consider a heat conduction across the wall thickness per unit area with a uniform heat generation. That means everywhere the heat generation is uniform, they consider. Therefore qg into a dx is nothing but heat rated, how much heat is going to be generated with every unit volume. Therefore a into dx we called as it is volume. So according to the conservation of energy, that is for equilibrium condition, heat rate entering the volume and heat generated should be equal to the leaving the volume. So that is heat entering to the volume, that is Qx plus how much generated, Qx plus this is equal to heat outflow. So they are considered with respect to the for equilibrium heat rate entering the volume and heat rate generated should be equal to heat rate leaving the volume. Therefore Qx into A plus Qg into A into dx plus Qx plus dou x plus dou Qx by dou x into dx. This is nothing but, so there is an change in heat flux take place along dx direction. Dx nothing but along this length of the Q when the heat is passing through this. So when passing from this end to this end, so this is the gradient going to be occur. So that is called dou Qx by dou x into dx. So now next step is using a Fourier's law of conduction, Fourier law of conduction equation, that is Qx equal to minus k into dou t by dou x. In place of Qx you have to substitute this. So therefore here Qx nothing but minus k dou t by dou x plus Qg into A into dx, and here also Qx into A, therefore Qx is nothing minus k into dou t by dou x into A, and dou Qx by dou x is there, therefore dou by dou x, and Qx is nothing but minus k into dou t by dou x into dx into A. Therefore next step is the simplification. If you take this to this side, that is become plus, therefore plus and minus get cancels. Therefore what is left here? Here it is Qg into A into dx is equal to minus of dou by dou x k into dou t by dou x A into dx. Therefore A into dx, A into dx cancels. Therefore you can take this term to this side, therefore that is become plus dou by dou x into k into dou t by dou x plus Qg, and right hand side what is left? 0. So this is called governing differential equation for 1D heat conduction. So very important one. So same done derived in the heat transfer. Here also sometime they will ask in the exams. Next we will see for differential equation for 3D. Thank you.